Your dentist just sold the practice, not to another dentist, to a firm in Manhattan that also owns 47 other dental offices, 3 chains of dry cleaners, 11 veterinary clinics, and a regional plumbing company. Your dentist got a check for $4 million. The firm got something worth considerably more, a stable, boring, predictable business that prints cash every single month, whether the economy is booming or collapsing. People always need their teeth cleaned. People always need their clothes pressed. That predictability is exactly what makes these businesses dangerous in the wrong hands. Here is what is happening right now across America, the UK, and most of Western Europe. Private equity firms, companies that manage large pools of investor money, have quietly shifted their attention away from tech startups and retail chains. They have moved into the most unglamorous corners of the economy: family-owned businesses, local services, the kinds of places with loyal customers, low drama, and 30 years of consistent revenue. And they are buying them at a pace that should make everyone paying attention deeply uncomfortable. The playbook is called a roll-up strategy, and it is elegant in a way that only financial engineering can be. Step 1, find a fragmented industry: dentistry, veterinary care, dry cleaning, physiotherapy, where thousands of small independent operators exist, but no single player dominates. Step 2, buy one. Use it as the platform. Step 3, borrow heavily against that platform's stable cash flows to buy the next one, and the next, and the next. The debt does not come from the private equity firm's own money. It gets loaded onto the businesses being acquired. The businesses then have to generate enough cash to service loans they did not take out, to fund purchases they did not make. Your dentist's old practice is now carrying debt it never had before. The staff is the same, the chairs are the same, the patients are the same. The debt is new. Here is where the math starts feeling queasy. Private equity firms typically hold investments for 3 to 7 years before selling. Their goal is not to build something lasting. It is to increase the apparent value of what they assembled and exit at a profit. To inflate that value, they use a metric called EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. A clean, flattering number that strips out all the messy costs of actually running a business. They buy a dental practice at 8 times EBITDA. They bundle it with 40 others. Suddenly, the combined entity sells at 14 times EBITDA. Same cash flows, bigger multiple. Pure financial alchemy. The money is real. The underlying value creation is largely not. The pitch to investors sounds like infrastructure, stable returns, essential services, recession-proof industries. The reality for the businesses themselves is different. Costs get cut, staff gets reduced, appointment slots get maximized. The margin that a family owner used to leave on the table out of professional pride or patient loyalty gets extracted systematically. Quality drifts, slowly enough that patients do not leave immediately, fast enough that the experience quietly changes. And the debt keeps compounding. When interest rates were near zero, this model was uncomfortable but survivable. Cheap debt made the interest payments manageable. The music kept playing. Rates are no longer near zero. Several large veterinary and dental roll-ups have already begun showing financial stress, covenant breaches, restructurings, the quiet language of things starting to crack. When these platforms fail, and some will, they will not fail cleanly. The debt is secured against the operating businesses, the businesses that communities depend on. The dental office that has been on Main Street for 20 years does not simply close and disappear. It closes mid-treatment plan. It closes with patient records in legal limbo. It closes in ways that cannot be easily undone. Private equity did not invent greed. It did not invent debt. It did not invent financial engineering. It found something new to apply all three to: the most stable, trusted, locally embedded businesses in the economy, the ones that survived recessions and pandemics and the death of the high street because their communities needed them. And it discovered that stability, trust, and community dependence are not just virtues, they are collateral. The question nobody has answered yet is a simple one. When the firms exit, when the checks are cashed and the funds are returned to investors and the Manhattan offices move on to the next opportunity, who exactly is left holding the debt? Look around your town. You probably already know the answer.